If you want to buy some Bitcoin, it can be a little bit of a confusing process, but it doesn't have to be, because today I'm going to walk you through 3 different ways you can invest in Bitcoin and some other cryptocurrencies in a way that it doesn't take a lot of time and it doesn't require a lot of technical knowledge. What's going on, people, and welcome back. But before we start, please consider taking a moment of your time to smack the like button and subscribe for more juicy content with my face in it. Yeah, for me, it all started back in the day at the beginning of 2017. I came down with a really bad cold, so I was in my bed for a couple of weeks. So a good friend of mine calls me up and he goes, "Anton, how you doing?" "I'm feeling okay, fine. And he goes, "Anton, have you looked into cryptocurrencies?" So for the next several months, I dove into this weird, nerdy world of cryptocurrencies and blockchain technologies, ledgers and online exchanges, etc., just to figure out what the whole thing was about. Now, don't worry, I'm not gonna try to sell you on it, since I do hold myself quite a bit of Bitcoin and Ethereum myself. So I am quite biased in that opinion. So the big picture is there are thousands of different cryptocurrencies, but the main 2 is going to be Bitcoin and Ethereum, and all the other ones are called altcoins. And they're mainly based on the systems of the main 2. But the big question is, as they say, if I want Bitcoin, how do I get Bitcoin? Well, if you're trying to get your feet wet and start investing a small portion of your cash in cryptocurrencies, start with Bitcoin or Ethereum and leave all the rest of altcoins alone, because that world is full of scams and gossip and just insane volatility. So basically, to invest in Bitcoins, you have 3 options. Option number 1 is the most popular way of buying Bitcoin, and it's going to start with you opening an account in a cryptocurrency exchange, then funding that account, afterwards buying Bitcoin, and then either leaving that Bitcoin on that exchange, or for better security, you can then send that Bitcoin into your digital wallet. The most popular exchange for purchasing Bitcoin, in my experience, is Coinbase. Jimmy, take this one. If you like free money, you can get $10 by opening an account and investing your first 100 of crypto only through the referral link that I left in the description below. Now, the sign-up process literally takes minutes, and once you've done that, you can fund the account directly from your bank account, or you can link and connect a debit card or a credit card directly to your Coinbase account. That way you have the funds available right away, which is another reason why I love using Coinbase. Since Bitcoin price is so volatile, I love to have direct access to my funds in case the price goes really low, and then I can buy right in. Now, a lot of people, they suggest to do dollar cost average. I personally myself, I don't do that with my crypto investments. Now, before we get into the process of actually buying Bitcoin through Coinbase, I do want to mention that there's a transaction fee of approximately 1.5 to 4% of the amount that you're going to be investing. Now, that all depends which type of payment you choose. And so let's buy some Bitcoin. Let's have you open Coinbase. Then at the bottom of the screen, you're gonna see little arrows. You're gonna click on those. You're gonna pick the option to buy. Now, in that list, you're gonna choose Bitcoin or whatever cryptocurrency that you want to invest into. And that's gonna take you into the page where you set up how much money you want to invest. Now, Coinbase sets a limit for beginners, and that's actually a good thing, because make sure you're gonna start with an amount that you feel okay completely losing. And after that, click Preview Buy. Now, this is gonna take you into the next page. This is very important. Review the entire transaction, review the fees they're gonna charge you, and from then on, click Buy. And congratulations, you have bought some Bitcoin. Now, important thing to remember is the coins will remain stored on your online exchange unless you decide to sell them or move them into a different digital wallet, also known as cold storage, which might be a good idea if you have anywhere worth $1,000 or more. And of course, the same process goes for buying other cryptocurrencies that you have available on Coinbase. And so this takes us into option number 2 for buying Bitcoins, which is a much more action-packed way. And that's by getting it through Bitcoin ATMs. It's kind of like getting cash through ATMs, but digitally. We're gonna search for what the closest location is for me, and let's go. Okay, so this is a Bitcoin ATM machine. This is like a vending machine for Bitcoins. You're gonna put in some cash, and the machine is gonna give you some Bitcoins that you're gonna put into your digital wallet. Now, I myself, I've never used this machine until today. So I'm gonna show you what it's gonna look, the process like for me using it for the first time. And let's start. The procedures are pretty basic. You're gonna start by putting in your phone number so they can send you some verification codes. Pretty basic procedures that's done normally everywhere. Once you've done that, you're gonna put in your first name and last name. And funny enough, you can literally put any name that you want. You can put Joe Schmo if you like. I don't think it really matters. Once you've done that, you're gonna put in your verification code. And this is an important point. You're gonna open your digital wallet and you're gonna show the ATM where you want the Bitcoin to be sent to. Pick how much money you actually want to invest, put into the machine, press buy, get the receipt, and wait for Bitcoins. After the first time trying to use the Bitcoin ATM machine, you can see here that I will be receiving 0.0002 of Bitcoin. Now the transaction is pending, so I should be getting this in just a little while. Okay, now we're at the third and the final option to invest in Bitcoin. And funny enough, most people don't even know about this option. So if you're a little about holding your coins on the exchange, or you're afraid to lose the password to your digital wallet, kind of like this guy did, and he lost $220 million worth of Bitcoin just because he threw away his hard drive. Ow! This option might actually be the best case scenario, and that's by putting your money into a Bitcoin closed-end fund. Now, this is not exactly an ETF because Bitcoin ETFs actually don't exist yet. But the way it works is exactly like you purchasing shares of a stock through your online broker like Robinhood or Questrade. These funds over here, they track the price of Bitcoin, though the price is not 100% accurate. But it gives you a peace of mind that you don't actually have to store actual Bitcoins. Funny story though is, even though I'm not a financial professional by any stretch of imagination, I did force my mom to buy some Bitcoin as well as some of my close friends back in 2017, and it definitely paid off for the ones who didn't sell it. But will it continue going up? Who knows? So if you like this video, make sure to leave a like, and the investment gods will reward you with some good profits this year. And until then, I'll see you in the next one.